Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to this edition of Turnaround Marriage Live. And catching you a bit of the end of the sunset here in Tennessee. It's gorgeous. I don't know if it's coming through. It kind of makes a funky looking thing when my head pops in the screen. And guys, I just wanted to, on this glorious night, I was just out here walking around thinking about God's goodness and mercy. Guys, a lot of times we talked to a lot of couples, and so many of the couples that we talk to are honorable people, right? They love God, they love each other, they love their kids, and they just have gotten stuck. And what that stuck looks like are a lot of different things. And so, guys, we're so glad that you're here today. Make sure, first of all, that you are, if you're on Facebook, that you find us, that you search Turnaround Marriage. You find our private Facebook group. We've got about 1,700 people in there. We also have a Facebook coaching page. And either way, if you search Turnaround Marriage, you're going to find both of those. And they're also going to find us on YouTube. And make sure you subscribe, and share our video today so that you make sure that you're getting all that content. And plus, there's other people out there that need to hear exactly the same thing. So, guys, what I wanted to share with y'all today is what oftentimes couples think that they're fighting about. It's so many things that are clear in their mind, but in actuality is not the heart of the matter. So, for example, we hear all the time, we've been fighting about the political things going on in our world. That's a real common thing that we hear. But oftentimes it's much more like we can't get on the same page about our kids. They're growing. We don't know as they're teenagers, it's getting more increasingly difficult to guide them and lead them and supervise them and get on the same page about what discipline looks like. Oftentimes, it looks like the issues of the day. It can look like finances. Finance is a really big one. We hear it all the time where, it's like they have one husband has one view of what savings look like, the wife sees the other perspective, and they are clashing, they're butting heads, and that is what they're fighting about. But it could be so many other countless things. It could be extended family. It could be about the things that you guys do for free time. You could go on and on and on about the things that you're fighting about. And I will submit to you, my friends, the problem is not picking out a sofa for the house. The problem is not the color of the house. The problem is not even the finances. Sure, I recognize that's what you might be arguing about. And it feels like in that moment, if only we could get this situation solved, then everything else would work itself out. I hear that especially a lot of times when it comes to growing children, older children, teenagers, young adults that are going out of the house. And it's like, if we only get them out of the house, then everything's going to be fine. But guys, we've seen it time and time again. Even if you were to try to get on the same page about those things, it does not solve the heart of the matter. It doesn't solve the key problem, which is this: you're not on the same team. I want that to sink in. You're not on the same team, friends. It can feel like it's so many other things, right? Because in the heat of the moment, or when you're walking away, it's like you're dissecting all the things that were said, and that was the topic of the day. So it must be that thing that you still keep talking about. But in actuality, you're just not able to get to the same place where you're functioning as one flesh in heart, mind, soul, and in body. And so that is the key problem. The key problem is that you're not functioning as a team. Now, one of the key things that you have to understand about a team is, just like any team, a basketball team, a football team, everybody has their role. But a point guard is not a center. A center is not a forward. And in marriage, the way God has designed it is that there would be a husband and a wife that do not think exactly the same. Despite what you hear in culture, a man sees things one way, a woman sees them another. And this is exactly how God designed it. Should one be more of a disciplinarian and one be a nurturer when it comes to raising your children? Of course you should. And that's exactly how God designed it. Who's right, who's wrong, right? Neither one of them are right or wrong, but both of them are both right and both wrong. So the key, my friends, is to get on the same team again. So whether that looks like humbling yourselves before one another, whether that looks like, getting back into church, whether that looks like bringing that prayer time back into your home, whether that looks like all kinds of different things that has been lacking. It feels like, if you can get those things back into place, my friends, everything else just gets right back in alignment with where they should be. But what we've found a lot of times is that these ruts are so deep seated, that these habits have become so commonplace that couples don't know how to get out of it. They don't know how to get out of the vicious cycles because there have been a lot of things that have been said. There have been a lot of hurt words. And it's like, how do we get out of this? And guys, I want to encourage you to check out our masterclass, because we talk about exactly these things, about your mindset, your understanding about how you're approaching one another, and really ultimately getting the two of you back on the same team again, because that's exactly how God designed it. So to find that masterclass, just go to turnaroundmarriage.com/class and pick a time that works. And guys, it might be the best 45 minutes you've ever spent on your marriage, because it's designed to help you to do exactly what we've talked about today, is to navigate past those things that you've been fighting about, to get to the real heart of the matter. And the real heart of the matter for you is to be functioning the way God designed it for you to be operating as one flesh in the eyes of God. And we recognize, and that's why a lot of people come to us, that these are oftentimes deep seated habits, deep seated beliefs, and it's hard to shift. And so if after watching that master class you feel like, yeah, we could really use some outside help, I'd encourage you to book a breakthrough call with us too. And you can do that at turnaroundmarriage.com/call. Pick a time that works. And guys, it might be the best 45 minutes of diving into what's not working, and also a strategy to get out of it once and for all. Either way, guys, we're here to serve you. We're here to support you. And we wish you all the best. And we'll talk real soon.